on this mower here, it's a self-propelled. The belt's in good shape, the pulleys are in good shape. The self-propelled actually works, but when you go to pull it backwards, it doesn't want to do that very easily. So I noticed that this side turns pretty easy, like it's supposed to, but this side is extremely stiff, no matter which way you turn it. I was thinking that maybe that these little gears on some of the mowers, these little gears themselves are ratcheting gears. So when you hit the self-propelled handle, it locks in and goes, and then when you want to pull it backwards, it rolls freely. But I don't believe that these are that type because of the shape of the end of the shaft. It's flat on two sides, so that tells me it's designed to lock in. So I need to find out why this is so stiff. So I'm going to pop open the transmission on this and see what it looks like inside. This will be the first time I've opened up one of these little transmissions. I have opened up the transmissions on riding mowers, and they're pretty basic. So this will be the first time on this, so I can't see it being much different. It is a plastic transmission. So we're going to see what one of these looks like inside together. I've drained the fuel out of this thing so it doesn't just pour all over the place. I made sure it was on top dead center so both valves are closed, so I shouldn't have any issues with the oil. These magnetic bowls are nice. Well, doesn't seem to want to go apart. Must be sealed with RTV or something. It's the only thing I could figure that won't let it release is that it's not held on with a, or not sealed up with an O-ring. It's probably RTV. And I think I see a little bit of that gray RTV through there. I don't give you anywhere to pry on. It'd be kind of nice if they did. I guess that would be asking for too much, but then again, they probably didn't expect this thing to anybody ever do maintenance on it. Well, give me a minute, see if I can't get this thing broke loose, and I'll bring you right back. So I was having trouble getting this cover off. It's sealed on there pretty good. I don't want it to gouge or break the plastic. So I thought to myself, maybe I'll just take and lubricate all around this assembly here just to see what happens. And so that's what I did, and I can turn it pretty easy now. So basically all it was an issue in between this side and this side where the shaft runs through, and now it's loosened up pretty good, and I think that's all the problem was. Just needed some lubricant. It looks like there might be a bearing here, but it's just looks like a cheap bearing. It looks like both of the shafts just turn inside the bearing anyway. It's just a slip fit bearing, not an interference bearing, so I think this will solve the problem right there. So I'm going to run these screws back in the transmission, and then we're going to flip it back upright, and we'll give it a test run and see if it's easy to move backwards. Somewhere over there. Remember, when you're putting screws back in plastic, turn the screw backwards a little bit until you feel that little click, and then you know you're in the original threads and you won't be cutting new ones. Tighten them up in a crisscross pattern. There we go. All I used was some kind of a cleaner to get the crud out. I used a little bit of PB Blaster, and then I blew it all out with air. And I just used a little bit of 2-stroke oil to as a lubricant, and I just all down in these areas. I just got everything burnt loose right in these areas here. And the insides are there. And that came out here. You can see how it pulls in and out. So I pulled it out, sprayed all down in there. Did the same thing on this side. So everything seems to move pretty easy. So it should do fine. We'll put the wheels back on. So it's got this little cover here. That cover's got a, let's see. Yeah. Got the big hole there for the sprocket. You should be able to put it all together like so. There we go. That's real easy now. Man, too old for that shit. Oh yeah. Just like a photo bit. No issues now. fuel put back in there. All right, looks like we fixed that. Before, the wheels wouldn't even turn at all in reverse. They would just lock up and you'd have to drag it. So the self-propel is working in the forward direction, and then it frees up in the reverse direction so it can easily be pulled backwards. So this mower is complete with its servicing, and I'll be loading it up on the trailer. So all that stuff there is completed. The trailer is completed, and the man come picked up the other trailer today, this morning. So all right, I appreciate you stopping by, checking out the channel, and give me a thumbs up, subscribe, send me some comments, let me know what you think. Be kind and help people when you can.